Somebody sent me an email the other day saying they were looking for a very specific guitar lesson video, and the one they were looking for was on an old, cool bluesy tune, let me find my pick, by the early version of Fleetwood Mac, which included Peter Green. It was a song called Oh Well. And it made me think, oh, you know what, I've shown people that song a lot. That's the main riff that happens in there. And if I was going to make a guitar lesson video on that song, I would make sure that I slowed it way down, talked about some of the hammer-ons and pull-offs that happen in there. It includes mostly notes out of an E blues scale. So the notes you have to follow in that are E, G, A, B, and D. And if you play it correctly, it sounds like that. Now this song was a huge, well, no, it wasn't a huge hit, but it did come out in the late 60s. They really hadn't even released it on an album, but it was a song that Peter Green wrote, and the later version of Fleetwood Mac, which included Lindsey Buckingham and Stevie Nicks, one of the later versions of Fleetwood Mac, because there were a couple of others. There have been a lot of guitar players in this band. There was Bob Welch, Jeremy Spencer, Danny Kerwin, and of course Peter Green, and then later on Lindsey Buckingham, and even other people have joined the band since and before, and things and stuff like that. But their roots were really in English blues guitar styles, and there were a lot of bands doing this kind of stuff back then too. John Mayall was kind of the biggest English blues guy that helped young guitar players cut their teeth and learn the world of blues. Eric Clapton was in the band early, and a lot of John Mayall's proteges, much like Miles Davis did with John Coltrane and all kinds of other jazz guys who earned their stripes, let's say, by hanging in the band with the master, came through John Mayall's school of blues is probably the best term for something like that. So anyway, getting back to my possible lesson on Oh Well. Another really cool thing about this song is it has multiple parts, well, two main parts. One is this bluesy thing where he's singing, I can't help it about the shape I'm in, I can't sing, I ain't pretty, and my legs are thin. But don't ask me what I think about you, I might not give the answer that you want me to. And that kind of comes out as a whole rap. But then the song bursts into a beautiful classical guitar piece. And a completely unrelated sound, much like in Layla, Eric Clapton's tune, where we've got this rockin' tune that ends with a beautiful piano thing. So anyway, I promised my student that I would try to work on a video lesson of that song for him, and I better get to it.